वेलकम टु दर्शनका कुराहरू। आज हामी एउटा अत्यन्तै चर्चित फिलोसॉफिकल कन्सेप्टको बारेमा कुरा गर्दैछौँ। Those were one of the prominent philosophers of our time. We'll talk about how the two philosophers, René Descartes and Spinoza, these two philosophers were able to tackle this concept we are going to discuss. And this concept or the problem is called the mind-body problem. So what is it? It's simple. We have mind, we have body. So body is something that's physical, that exists, that's tangible, that we can touch, see. Mind is something intangible. We can't see the mind. We can't see the consciousness, We'll be able to feel it, I think, but we don't know what our mind looks like in physical form. So what is this? We know every single detail of the neurons inside our brain, right? We know the neurons at an individual level with high precision, but we have no idea like when those neurons bind together, combine together, and how they give rise to these emergent behaviors. We have no idea. Where is all this coming from? Where does this this emotion of happiness, sadness, and different moods, all this coming from? That's where this idea of mind, there is mind in the virtual realm, and which is feeding us these emergent behaviors in our life. So we haven't been able to reconcile this problem of where our emergent behaviors in the form of different emotions are coming from, even though we know how each neuron at the physical level, at the individual level works. So that's the problem. We haven't been able to explain the reality we are experiencing using the knowledge from our physical self. So that is the problem here. So maybe these two are different things, So René Descartes came in and he said, okay, these two are different things. They exist as different forms, but they are completely different. In fact, he said our physical self could just be an illusion, we could this whole reality could just be a part of a huge illusion we are living through. There is an experiment called thought experiment. called the brain in a vat thought experiment. This is a modern version of René Descartes' original thought experiment. So take it accordingly. So यो आइडिया चाहिँ के हो भने हैन रेनी डेकार्टले के भन्यो भने your mind and body are two different things. Okay? In fact, only mind is the only thing that's real. Our physical body, our physical self, we see out there could just be an illusion. Imagine गर्नुस् एउटा तपाईको ब्रेन हुन्छ नि ब्रेनलाई चाहिँ लगेर एउटा 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 त्यस्तो इन्भाइरोमेन्टमा लगेर राख्यो where you get all the nutrients and everything to grow. त्यहाँबाट ग्रो भयो and you can activate within that environment. अनि त्यसपछि तपाईको ब्रेनलाई एउटा ठुलो सुपर कम्प्युटरसँग जोड्दियो. Every data and every signals जुन तपाईले त्यहाँबाट त्यो ब्रेनबाट आउँछ नि हैन त्यो ब्रेनबाट आउने त्यो सबै सिग्नल्सहरु चाहिँ सुपर कम्प्युटरमा फिड गरे हैन यु आर फिडिङ इट टु द सुपर कम्प्युटर. अनि त्यो सुपर कम्प्युटरले चाहिँ के गर्छ भने हैन बेस्ड अन द डेटा यु प्रोवाइड फ्रम द ब्रेन from different neuron impulses from the brain, it projects an image out there, the image of happiness, sadness with a face, like and so it's just so whatever you think your physical self is just the projection of the supercomputer out there. No, how can you not say that's true? But even within that projection scenario, there is a thing that thinks. There is a thing that thinks, that is able to doubt its existence, doubt everything. So that thinking thing is the mind. I think, therefore I am. That is the only thing that exists. Everything else, all the physical self, all the physical reality we see outside, it's just an illusion. उसले चाहिँ डेकार्टले चाहिँ यो सबै illusion हो, यो सबै भ्रम हो, यो physical reality भनेर भन्दियो. अब उसको विचारलाई डिसएग्री गर्न चाहिँ त्यसपछि अर्को फिलोसोफर आयो. सो नाम चाहिँ स्पिनोजा. स्पिनोजाले चाहिँ के भन्यो भने हैन यो सबै संसार हुन्छ नि एभ्रिथिङ चाहिँ नेचरबाट आउने, डिफ्रेन्ट फर्म्स, डिफ्रेन्ट एट्रिब्युट्स, डिफ्रेन्ट क्यारेक्टर्स होला हैन. तर यो सबै आउने चाहिँ अल्टिमेट सब्सटेन्स जुन छ नि त्यो नेचर हो. अनि त्यो नेचरबाट एक्सटेन्ड भएर आएको चिजहरू हो. यो सब हाम्रो माइन्ड भन, बडी भन, इट्स द सेम थिङ. यो केही फरक छैन, एउटै चिज हो. इट्स जस्ट द डिफ्रेन्ट एट्रिब्युट्स, डिफ्रेन्ट वे अफ नेमिङ दोज थिङ्स भनेर भन्दियो. सो he meant there is the mind and body. You shouldn't be fighting over these things, guys. You shouldn't be confusing yourself to death imagining all these scenarios. Forget about it. It's just the two attributes of the same substance. We just see it in two different attributes, and that's why it looks different to us. But in reality, if we track them all the way down to their origin, it's coming from the same source. So they are not really that different. That was the idea brought forth by Spinoza. स्पिनोजाको त्यो आइडिया ऱ्याडिकल आइडिया नै थियो हैन. अनि Um, he he was a philosopher who challenged the deeply rooted Christian beliefs in this ultimate divine power, or the God, or whatever people were calling those days. So so Spinoza is one of the key figures in Western philosophy. Maybe we'll talk about him later. So आज चाहिँ दुईजनाको यो माइन्ड बडी प्रब्लमको सोल्युसन के हो भनेर चाहिँ यहाँ कुरा भयो. तपाईँहरूलाई कस्तो लाग्यो होइन, तल कमेन्ट गर्नु होला. आई विल सी यु नेक्स्ट टाइम.